Hi, my name is Maureen and Today FM rocks in Mombasa.
Bola, my name is Mark. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks in Makassi.
Hey, Bula from Rockawaki. I'm Mentor. I love listening to Today FM because they're playing my hits. Today FM rocks.
My name is Enrico. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks in Suba.
Hi, I'm Asurika and I'm from Lotoka and I love Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Bula, I'm Siva. I'm from Bath. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
In this bulletin, tropical cyclone Sarai heads our way. Flood warning now in place. And Prime Minister says emergency services ready. Tropical cyclone Sarai continues to move at 35 kilometers per hour and was located about 200 kilometers northwest of Viwa or about 300 kilometers northwest of Nandi at 7 a.m. The cyclone is now moving south-southwest at 22 kilometers per hour. On the projected path, the cyclone, which is currently a Category 1 system, is expected to move south and the center should be about 110 kilometers west of Viwa or about 170 kilometers west-northwest of Nandi by 7 p.m. Close to its center, the cyclone is expected to have average winds of up to 65 kilometers per hour with momentary gusts to 90 kilometers per hour. A gale warning remains in force for Vanuatu, Taveuni and nearby smaller islands, Yasawa and Mamanuca Group, Kandavu, Lomaiviti Group, Viti Levu and nearby smaller islands. A strong wind warning remains in force for the Lau Group and Rotuma. A heavy rain warning remains in force for the Fiji Group. A flash flood warning is now in force for all low-lying areas, small streams and areas adjacent to major rivers in the Central Division as Tropical Cyclone Sarai continues to move towards Fiji. While river levels are still below their respective alert mark, the heavy rain being experienced in most parts should fuel more fears of floods later today, with a high tide scheduled for 8:16 p.m. The Fiji Met Office says the rainfall being experienced in the last 24 hours will affect rivers and streams during the high tide. Prime Minister Voringe Bainimarama has been briefed on Tropical Cyclone Sarai by the National Disaster Management Office. Speaking to FBC News after the briefing, Bainimarama has assured the nation that the government machinery is on top of things. He has called on Fijians to ensure they have taken all necessary precautions. The Prime Minister has also confirmed that all arms of government are now on standby.
Everything's well looked after by the team. There seems to be, besides a bit of a rain, everything seems to be normal right now.
And your message to Fijians?
Well, always look after yourself during hurricane season, especially today.
We now go live to Edwin Nunn at the National Disaster Management Office in Suva. Edwin, what is the latest update from your end?
Ritika, the National Disaster Management Office has been active since Christmas Day, and 3 days in they've been collecting data and doing preparations and planning for the arrival of TC Sarai. And I'm now joined by the Director of the NDMO, Ms. Soko. Ms. Soko, for the last 3 days, of course, your teams have been active. As we speak, what is happening on the ground in terms of your stakeholders around the country?
Thank you. As of yesterday, since we've declared the Divisional Emergency Operations Centers to be open, we have had the 4 commissioners working with the district officers on the ground as we speak, exploring and as well as inspecting possible threats. This includes road closure as well as fallen trees and other threats that will need our attention.
In terms of the stakeholders, apart from the commissioners that you mentioned that you're working with, who else is involved in this preparation and planning phase?
As I had mentioned in my earlier brief, as of this morning, we had a meeting with all the division disaster service liaison officer for all the ministries. So these are all appointed officers from the different ministry reps to be part of our briefing, who briefs us on the on their disaster plan, as well as the NDEMO briefing them on the current situation. So it's not just the disaster, not only just the emergency and the first responders, but we also have a very good connections with the other ministries as well.
And lastly, what are the indications from what you're getting from the Nandi Weather Office?
As of when the informations are received from the Met Office, we will then provide advice. As we speak right now, the cyclone path that has been issued by the the Met Office, we are currently using that to forecast or do forward planning in terms of potential area of interest.
Director, thank you very much for your time. Also announced earlier in the briefing today is that emergency centres have been identified around the country. None are active at the moment, but will be opened as and when the need arises. Ritika.
Thank you for the update, Edwin. Residents in Nandi are preparing for Tropical Cyclone Sarai as it moves closer to the group. Supermarkets in Namaka were busy this morning as people rushed in last minute to stock up on their rations. Canned food and other essentials topped the shopping list as they braced for the cyclone. Many of those who spoke with FBC News say they have prepared their homes accordingly. Some have also moved belongings to higher ground in case of flash flooding.
Like we have done our Christmas shopping and they're enough, but still, you know, the tin foods, some water and things like that. The things that can work for the cyclone, like as I said, tin food and some final preparations, just like that, kerosene and things.
Felipe Nekaso now joins us live from Nandi as people continue to prepare. Felipe, what is the situation in the jet set town?
Yes, Ritika, the weather here in Nandi is just what you can see behind me. There's just been a few rain at times from last night, and the winds have also picked up. We also visited a few supermarkets and shops here around in Nandi town in Namaka, and we've spoken to a few people, and what they've just told us is that they've just been buying essential items and rations and stocking up on it to ensure that they are not caught out when TC Sarai moves closer to the Fiji group. Majority of people have also told us that they have put up cyclone shutters, secured their homes and their belongings. People who are in flood-prone areas in Nandi town and in the Namaka area have moved their belongings and even their livestock to higher grounds. Some have even moved to their family homes, which are safe from any floodings. In Nandi town, businesses have put up their shutters. Some are still open for business until further notice, while others have closed up and have sent their employees home to ensure that they're also safe. Fuel service stations here in Namaka and Nandi town, cars are just filling up their fuels to ensure that they have enough as TC Sarai moves over the Fiji group. The weather office is expected to call a press conference later today, and we'll keep you updated with that probably in the next bulletin.
Thank you, Felipe. Do stay safe. Coming up, more on the approaching cyclone. Stay with us.
Ako Tabua. Ako do talitay na warong na Bula FM. Nambandu na sir.
Bula. Ang gono iluto ka do talita ka ng Bula FM berarti nambandu na sir.
Ni Bula binaka. Nanregen go sa Bula FM nga. Na kasi.
Nadang go sa mundo achieve ng Bula FM nambandu na sir nusur.
Ni Bula binaka. Nadang go Jerry yang melambasa. Do warong ng Bula FM nambandu.
Bula FM nambandu na sir.
Welcome back. The Fiji Bus Operators Association is yet to make a decision on whether services will be suspended in light of TC Sarai. The association is likely to make a decision later this afternoon. However, services in most parts have been reduced this morning. In some parts of the country, Fijians reported that no buses were available. Meanwhile, marine clearance for all ships have also been seized with immediate effect until further notice. The Maritime Safety Authority says only emergency evacuation runs will be done as required. Ship owners have been urged to provide all the necessary support to their masters and exercise good judgment to ensure the ships are kept safe during the passing of the tropical cyclone. The Fiji Police Force response teams are on standby in all divisions to assist the public should the need arise. Police Chief of Operation ACP Marantino Ngiolevu says they've also advised their officers on leave to be on standby. ACP Ngiolevu adds Fijians should also play a proactive role by prioritizing their safety and should refrain from unnecessary movement. He stresses that safety is paramount during this period.
Right now we have like 20-man task force team on standby now in all divisions, and we have the police special response unit. Okay, they will have like 30+ men on standby. Okay, and that number may beef up should the situation demands. But at this stage, so we're having those numbers on standby at the moment.
Fijians in the Yasawa group of islands are not wasting any time to ensure their safety ahead of the approaching hazard. Assistant Rokutui for the Mba province, Iosefo Verivalu, told FBC News that he has spoken to few Turangani Koros in villages on the island. Verivalu adds no reports of casualties or injuries have been received by the provincial office.
First of all, from Yasawa, Martin Tikin mentioned that from the morning they've been experiencing a few strong winds. Nothing has been damaged so far with regard to the houses. Only a few branches falling and the breadfruits falling. The sea is not that rough, but sometimes he said that the wind speed can reach up to 50 knots. And also for Waya, the Martin Tina Waya called me this morning informing me that from yesterday, last night, there's been a lot of strong winds and rain, and the trees have been falling in the village of Yalombi and the nearby villages.
Gale force winds together with heavy rain were experienced by residents in Talevu North early this morning. Gabriel Ringamoto from Nananu village says they were well prepared. Ringamoto says they are still keeping close tabs on the advisory as Nananu was one of the villages severely damaged by Tropical Cyclone Winston in 2016. He says the villages have also made plans to move to higher grounds if the need arises. The village community hall will be used as evacuation center.
At the moment, the villagers here at Nananu have put up shutters around their homes. They've tied down their rooftops as well. We experienced strong gale force winds at around 6 a.m. till 11. Things are a bit calm at the moment because of the tide, which should come in at around the next half hour. Those are some of the things that's happening here at Nananu village.
That is the FBC News now. Remember to join us at 7 p.m. for our major bulletin where we will have more on Tropical Cyclone Sarai. For these stories and others, you can also tune in daily to our sister radio station, Gold FM. Good afternoon.
My name is Neha and I'm from Karavi, and Mirchi FM it's hot. हम आंचल है नसोरी से मिर्ची FM बहुत जुलूम.
Hi, हम शारा प्रकाश बात करता है और तावा में मिर्ची FM सबकन सुने and Mirchi FM it's hot.
Hi, my name is Prashant. I live in Suba. I love Mirchi FM because Mirchi FM it's hot.
Hi, I'm Shane. I love listening Mirchi FM because it's awesome and it's hot.
Hi, I'm Rachel.
And I'm Shavi. We love listening to Mirchi FM in Lambasa.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.